What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Bricks and Toys. In today's episode, well, we already did this, but what happens when you buy this? Well, this happens. Well, most of it. And that's what I want to talk about in today's video. Promos. And I want to take a little bit of time and go over the Kamino training facility, the special edition keychain you get when you buy this set, and in case you wanted to spend $2,500 points, the special lenticular coin you can get, and of course, the Millennium Falcon poly bag, which I've already had for a month or so when you spend $40. Now, for this video, I am using a different tripod. I am using the original tripod. So, if you guys don't like how close, because I feel like we're really close, well, don't worry, I'll see it in editing, and this will be the only video, and we'll go back to the other tripod that gives me an extra 4 to 6 inches away. I work in a very narrow space, and to get the best angle, sometimes you gotta figure out, woo! We're just trying out a new tripod. We're going over some promos. And the reason that we're doing the thing with the tripod is I have a selfie stick / tripod that's really tall, and I'm noticing in the videos when I edit them, you guys are watching me at a little bit of an angle. It's so minor that it doesn't even really matter, but I am so anal that if I ate money, pennies would probably come out. I mean, that's how tight I am when it comes to trying to get everything perfect. So that's why we're doing that with the camera. So the schedule for today's video is later on, we'll talk about this, and we'll talk about this. For right now, I want to talk about this, and our Starship is only here because it's tied in with these two, and I figured I'm not ready to put it away yet because I'm really enjoying this set, so it'll be gone by the next video. So now let's set this stuff off to the side here, and let's go over the Kamino training facility with you all. This is a set that I really do feel like was supposed to be a sellable set, kind of like a battle pack, but I feel like last minute Lego pulled out of it and they were like, you know what? It's a promo. So to me, the box and the presentation is done perfectly on this. It is the 10 and younger playstyle packaging. That's why we see them, basically training with their blasters and all of that. It is a 10 and older set, 40765. Kamino training facility, 190 pieces. And as we can see from the designation down here, it is part of the Clone Wars series of sets, which I would hope so because, well, this is Attack of the Clones, Clone Wars era. We do have the minifigures of, well, Clone Cadet. So because they're all clones of, well, Jango Fett over here, they're just called Clone Cadets. And we get 3 of these in a box. Now, I did procure 2 other boxes of these just in case these go up in value. And my plan is, once the Lego May the 4th stuff is blown over, I will then make my decision to sell my extra promos, because at that time, you can't get these no more. And if you buy from me, you're buying from me because that's the final price of what they're worth, not gouge pricing. And you're buying them because you can no longer get them. That's the way I do my selling with these special sets like these. I won't sell while you can still get them. I'll sell after you can get them, and if the desire and the crunch is still there, I will sell for the appropriate value with a clean conscience. If I feel you guys can still go out there and get them, I'm not going to sell one of these to you for 40 to 60, 70 bucks. It's not going to happen. I'm not that guy. But if that's how much they're going to be, now that you guys can't get them no more, well, then I am. So that's why I did pick up a couple extra of these, is to flip them later on down the line. Now let's take a look at the side of the box. Now on the side of the box, we got one of these little training pod thingamajigs and a Clone Cadet, Star Wars, and logos right there. Top of the box, we got a 1-to-1 of one of our training minifigures, as well as our country of origin up here. Then on the side of the box, we have our Do Not Eat It, more logos, or set name in another language. Looking at the bottom of the box, we have our Legal Eagle right there. barcode and recycling information, more logos. And then on the back of the box, the fun continues with these training cadets. One is inside of that training pod thingamajig. This one's grabbing a blaster, and this guy's just looking at what's going on all around him. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of action going on here, so let's go ahead, let's unbox this set, and let's see what we have in terms of the build. This set is going to open up with 2 pieces of tape, 1 and 2, and then I'm going to let you guys get your first look into the box. There you guys go. It looks to be just bags. It is. And there we are. We do have a little tiny book. No QR code. Obviously, it is a promo set. And then we have our first bag and our second bag. I don't believe there's going to be any information. Nope. Just goes right into bag numero uno. And let's see how much we actually have on this little tiny set. Well, we're going to have 87 building steps and 78 pages to get this guy built. And you know how we're going to do this in this video? Well, we're going to do it right now. We're going to do it, and if there's anything special, well, I'll let you guys know along the way. But for right now, let's just knock it out. So we're going to start off with building our 3 clone cadets. These are incredible figures. Okay, so our next thing that we build is this weird little turret thingamajig, which I believe has these little blaster pieces on it. Not entirely sure. Maybe. So that's another part of all of this. Then the next thing we build is going to be this weapons holder. And then we're left with this pile of brick, which starts to build that big white dingham-flingy thingamajiggy. So let's go ahead and start getting that built. I think that's going to take us into bag number 2. Let's find out. So yes, we finish out bag number 1, building this much of that white training craft thingamajig. So now we go into our secondary bag to finish it up. Let's go ahead. Let's get it done. And then we finish out with bag number 2 with this white little training pilot. I don't know what the heck this thing is. Maybe you guys can let me know down in the comments below what the hell this is. But there we have our training facility. Now, I want to bring you guys in to take a closer look at these minifigures, these 3 side builds, and of course the coins and the $40 poly bag and all of that good stuff. So let's come on in, let's take a look at all of this. Okay, so let's kick this off by taking a look at this Kamino training facility with each of our minifigures. Now, once you've seen one minifigure, you've seen them all. But we have side arm printing, which is amazing, dual molded legs, which is awesome, printed torso, front and back. This one's got the long blaster. We do only have a single face, and that is their hairpiece. No other accessories. And that goes for these other 2 guys, except for this guy's got a smaller blaster, and this guy's got the medium-sized one. Speaking of blasters, then we go over here to the weapons carrying little accoutrement that we have here on the side. We did get an extra small blaster, so I just stuck it to it instead of throwing it in the spare parts bin, but because it makes it look more complete. Then we do have what I believe is like a little thing that shoots laser beams for practice on the training facility. I think I've seen that in the Clone Wars before. And then we come over here to this thingamabobber, which sits just like that. And it also is supposed to fold out so you can play with it. Not quite sure. We do have the playability of these little thrusters that do move, so I guess it does somewhat fly. And then we have a cockpit with really no instrument or anything inside, but we can put one of our figures inside of that cockpit. Overall, it's built, you know, kind of like a polybag build, but I really think it's with the minifigures with this set. Now, speaking of polybag type builds, this is the polybag that you get for $40 worth of Star Wars purchases. Mind you, that's $160. I keep saying it just so you guys know throughout the video. But by the time this video comes out, we're going to be past this anyway. So, this is the Millennium Falcon polybag. I've showed this on a short before. This is one of the more nicer polybags. It is really basic, but it's a polybag nonetheless. I really like this build. It's nicely greebled, and you cannot mistake this for anything else. Now, the next thing I want to bring up to you guys is this cool coin. I showed you guys this during the store shopping haul, but this is it up close. I'm trying to figure out how it works. Mine does not like the spin. It spins a little bit that way, spins a little bit that way, and that's all the motion I can really get out of mine. It is a keychain, so you can pull it out and take a look at it in your hand. And that's the other side of it. Oh, well, I guess that right there tells us why it only has a little range of motion. It can only go that far and that far. Okay, well, you know what? That answers that question. The logo of Star Wars and Lego is nicely stamped out and painted in. This is a really cool side piece. I never looked at the back of it until, well, right now with you guys. And that's what you get when you purchase the Starship. Now say you really like your Starship purchase and you want to take it a little bit further. For 2,500 VIP points, you can buy this little thing. And that's what I purchased. It's got this nice little reflectogram thingamajig on it. As you can see, it's changing colors, and as I move it around here on the camera, it's got the Starship right there next to it. We can see the minifigures of Jango and Boba inside of the cockpit, which is a really nice detail. And it also has the Star Wars Lego logo stamped in the back. It's kind of weird. It does say 2024 Lego Group, so maybe this was pre-thought out. And it does have a stand, so if you did want to just put it up on your desk like that, you sure can. And that has been all of our our promos. Now let's come out. Let's wrap up this video. Now we're here at the purposeless wrap-up segment of this video. Out of all of this stuff, I do not know at the time of this video's release, which is going to be on the 10th, I think, or 8th, what's going to be still available by the time that this video comes out, because this is not for sale unless you get it at third market. And like I said earlier, last time I checked, these were still available at my local Lego store. I did not check online at the time of filming. So I will be keeping an eye out for when this becomes unavailable to the public. Then I'll see the eBay market values, make my value estimate based on that, and then I will be likely selling mine once this becomes rare and, well, not available from Lego anymore. But I know you could still get the Millennium Falcon polybag if you're lucky enough to find it at Walmart, Target. Maybe Lego Online sells them. I'm not sure where you really get polybags from. I always find my polybags kind of like Easter bunny eggs on Easter for a kid. Oh, look, it's here today. Woo! So I was lucky to be able to buy this one. But if I would have waited another month and a half, 2 months, I would have been able to get 3 for free. No big deal. They're just $5. Now, another ththing I'm not sure how long they're going to carry inside of the VIP store is going to be the 2,500 point coin. I keep wanting to say dollars. It's not $2,500. Maybe in 100 years it'll be, but for right now, it's points. It's a really cool coin. You can tell that it's kind of plasticky bit stuck to metal, glued. But you know what? It's cool. I mean, it's got the stamped metal, or however you want to put it. It fits with all the other ones that I have out there on the shelf. And very likely by the time this video is done with, like with this will no longer be available when you purchase this set. You'll still be able to purchase this set, no longer get this keychain with it. Out of all of these promos, do I feel like that this is the best year of promos? No. I really feel like last year with the Army tank thingamabob, the transport, that was really a high point. This, though, matching that to that 25th anniversary Phantom Menace tank, oh, the minifigures on this one wins. But that tank from the Phantom Menace was amazing. So build, yes. Minifigures, no. You can never fully win with Lego and Lego promos. I just love these clone cadets. They are amazing. It's so hard to remind myself that I don't have the space no more and I must sell the other 2 sets, because I would just love to have a bunch of these little red guys floating around. They're just, arm printing, dual molded legs. Need I say more? But we do also get the polybag of the Falcon, which was, better than the tank that we got last year, which I have also right next to it. This is pretty cool. But you know what? I think as far as coins, you know what? Screw it. This has been a great year. How about that? Done deal. And that's all I really have to say in this video. There's nothing to recommend. There's nothing more to it than that. This video's purpose is just to show you what you could have got in case you weren't able to get out there and get these promos with these Star Wars purchases this May the 4th week that is now past. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the subscribe button and following along with all the cool stuff that we do. As usual, if you know someone that may like this video, share it with a friend or whoever. And last but not least, hit the thumbs up, the like button, drop comments down below. I love to hear what you guys have to say. Up next on the channel, we are hitting the brickheads. We have not 1, not 2, not 3, or 4, 5, which is 1 pack of brickheads. We also have a 6th brickhead. So we got 6 awesome brickheads coming your way in the next video. Be sure to check that out. As for now, thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you on the next one. Y'all have a good one.